All right, here we go, talking about some policing stuff. More and more places in the United States now, weed is legal, but it's not legal everywhere. And there's so many benefits to weed that I know, a lot of people think it may not be a bad idea, especially since it's not, super big deal anymore for, people to smoke pot or something like that. Not a big deal maybe to send a friend back home some edibles on their birthday, or your grandma's having some trouble sleeping or with glaucoma or something, you want to send her some edibles. Well, be careful with that. There's this good article at Reason. Cops are dressing up like FedEx guys and arresting people for drugs. What's happening here is FedEx, I guess, has some kind of deal with police where they let them bring their drug dogs into sorting centers and just sniff all over the place. And as soon as a drug dog hits on something where they're nowhere near as accurate as they like to portray in the movies and on TV and all the propaganda that we hear. But anyways, they pretend like these drug dogs are infallible. And so just simply by sniffing a package, and the dog, hitting on it, indicating to its handler that there's drugs in there. What the cops will do is they'll then dress up like FedEx people. I'm sure FedEx gives them the uniform and lets them borrow the truck. They go deliver the package, wait for the person to pick it up, take it inside their house, and then they go inside and raid the home. I don't know how this is not a warrantless search. How the person who picked up the bots and brings it inside their home had any idea that there's drugs in there. Or that the police even knew there was drugs in there at the time, because all they have is one drug dog, hitting on the bots this one time. But anyways, so you try to send your grandma some edibles, and suddenly her house is getting raided and she's in handcuffs, has no idea what's going on, all because some officer thought it would be a good idea to arrest people over some marijuana being sent through FedEx. Um, yeah, that this is just I think some of this become more and more common to mail a little bit of weed, and I just say be very careful with it, because I'm sure that the other major shipping companies, particularly the one with ties to the U.S. government, is doing stuff like this as well. So yeah, again, very disturbing stuff going on here. The other thing, just to get into this a little bit more, that I think is very disturbing about this is it's essentially a free ticket for a police to get into anybody's home. So there's this particular case in Kansas City where the police entered the home and then they saw guns and all this other stuff that they went and got a warrant for, that they should have never had the ability to get a warrant for in the first place. And basically, this seems like a free ticket to get into anybody's home the cops want, as long as they could get a drug dog to bark at a single box.